A tidal wave of excitement is crashing over the fanbase as word spreads of a potential blockbuster. Los Angeles is reportedly closing in on $1 million deal for one of the game's most elite talents. The thought of adding this level of defensive brilliance and offensive firepower to the lineup has fans imagining a championship run that feels unstoppable. But is it really happening? Negotiations are heating up, speculation is running wild, and every new detail brings us closer to finding out if this dream pairing will become reality. This isn't just another rumor, it's a moment that could redefine the team's identity and send shockwaves through the entire league. What if I told you that the Los Angeles Dodgers might be just one move away from shaking up the entire league yet again? Well, get ready, because today's story isn't just a rumor floating around, it's a developing situation that could change the Dodgers' infield, their lineup, and possibly even their championship hopes. The Dodgers are reportedly deep in talks to close $1 million contract with none other than Nolan Arenado. Yes, you heard that right, the Gold Glove legend, the offensive powerhouse, and one of the most respected names in baseball could be heading to Los Angeles. This isn't just a small roster tweak, this could be the kind of blockbuster move that makes every other MLB team rethink their own strategies. Before we get into the details of how this all came about, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that like button so you never miss breaking Dodgers news like this. Trust me, you're going to want to stay updated on every twist in this story. So, what's the deal with Nolan Arenado and the Dodgers? First off, this isn't the first time these two names have been linked. Over the years, the Dodgers have been mentioned in trade and free agency rumors involving Arenado more than once, but somehow, nothing ever materialized. Arenado stayed in Colorado for years, carving out a Hall of Fame-level career, and then made the move to the St. Louis Cardinals, where he's continued to put up elite numbers both at the plate and in the field. But here we are in 2025, and things feel different this time. Sources close to the negotiations say that the Dodgers are not just interested, they're actively working to get this deal over the finish line. And why wouldn't they? Arenado is the type of player who can instantly upgrade your lineup, lock down third base with unmatched defense, and bring a veteran presence to the clubhouse that could prove invaluable in the postseason. Think about it, we're talking about an 8-time Gold Glove winner, a multiple-time All-Star, and someone who's hit over 300 career home runs. On top of that, he's been one of the most consistent run producers in the game for more than a decade. But here's where the story gets really interesting. This wouldn't just be a short-term rental. The reports suggest the Dodgers are working on a multi-year deal worth millions, one that would make Arenado a central piece of their roster for years to come. And if you know how the Dodgers operate, you know they don't just throw money around without a plan. This front office is strategic. They've been building towards something big, and pairing Arenado with the likes of Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei Ohtani could create an offensive juggernaut unlike anything we've seen in years. Now, let's talk about the financial side of this, because we all know that's a big part of any major move. Nolan Arenado's current contract situation with the Cardinals has a couple of years left, but the Dodgers are reportedly willing to either absorb most of his remaining salary or restructure a new deal entirely to make it work for both sides. This is where that $1 million contract talk comes in. It's not just a simple trade, it's a significant financial commitment. And for the Dodgers to be willing to make that commitment right now, in the middle of their chase for another World Series title, tells you just how much they value what Arenado can bring to the table. The big question fans are asking is, why now? Why would the Cardinals even consider moving Arenado, one of their cornerstone players? Well, according to insiders, St. Louis is in a bit of a transition phase. They've had an up and down season, and some in the organization believe it's time to retool and focus on younger talent. Moving Arenado's contract could free up money for them to invest elsewhere. And for the Dodgers, this is the perfect opportunity to swoop in and grab a future Hall of Famer without gutting their farm system. Let's imagine what this could look like on the field. You've got Betts leading off, Freeman anchoring the middle of the order, Ohtani as a two-way superstar, and then Arenado adding power, consistency, and that clutch factor to the mix. Suddenly, the Dodgers lineup goes from intimidating to downright unfair. Pitchers will have no easy outs, and the defense will be airtight with Arenado manning the hot corner. And the fan reaction? You already know Dodgers fans are buzzing about this possibility. Social media has been blowing up ever since the first hint of this deal dropped. You've got people posting mock lineups, dream highlight reels, and even memes about Arenado finally putting on that Dodgers blue. For a fan base that's already seen their team land massive stars, this still feels like something special because Arenado isn't just another big bat, he's a complete player, the kind you build a championship roster around. But make no mistake, this deal isn't done yet. There are still details to work out. The Cardinals will likely want some prospects or young talent in return, and the Dodgers will have to balance the risk of parting with future stars against the reward of bringing in a proven veteran who can help them win right now. This is the kind of high-stakes negotiation where both sides are playing chess, not checkers. Every move matters. If the Dodgers pull this off, though, it could have a ripple effect across the league. Other contenders might feel pressured to make their own big moves just to keep up. We could see an arms race in the National League, with teams like the Braves, Mets, and Phillies trying to counter whatever the Dodgers do. And that's the beauty of baseball. At this level, one signing can change the entire balance of power. Now, some critics will say that Arenado is past his absolute prime, that he might not put up the same numbers he did in Colorado or during his first couple of seasons in St. Louis. But let's be real, this guy's slower years are still better than most players' peak seasons. His defense alone is worth the investment, and his ability to drive and runs consistently is exactly what you want in the middle of a playoff lineup. The Dodgers also have one of the best player development systems in the league. They know how to manage their veterans, keep them healthy, and put them in positions to succeed. If Arenado comes to Los Angeles, he's not going to be asked to carry the team by himself. He'll be part of a balanced attack where everyone contributes. That means less pressure, more opportunities to shine, and potentially even better results than people expect. To sum it up, Nolan Arenado to the Dodgers is no longer just a fantasy trade scenario, it's a legitimate possibility, and one that could have massive implications for the rest of the season. Whether you're looking at it from the perspective of talent, leadership, or championship aspirations, this move makes sense on every level. Now it's just a matter of whether the Dodgers can seal the deal and make it official. So buckle up, because the next few days could get very interesting. And if this deal happens, you better believe we'll be here breaking down every detail, from the contract numbers to the impact on the lineup, and even what it means for the postseason. This is one of those moments that could define the Dodgers' future, and we're watching it unfold in real time. If you're as pumped as I am about the possibility of Nolan Arenado joining the Dodgers, smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the updates. Because if this happens, it's going to be one of the biggest stories in baseball this year. Stay tuned, this is going to be fun.